My name is Michaela Dennison. I'm a German Canadian from Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I love ocean science. In 2016, I started my academic journey at the University of British Columbia. I fell in love with marine sciences when I had the incredible opportunity to go to Northern Australia for a field study exploring rainforests and tropical reefs. The program integrated the teaching of research methods, speciation of local flora and fauna, ecology, and Indigenous Australian culture. We were taught that conservation is the most successful when you use all of the knowledge at your disposal. We learned holistic conservation techniques used by the Indigenous people for generations, as well as modern scientific methods. When I declared my major in oceanography and biology, I got involved with the Departmental Oceanography Club, and we coordinated events like seminars, beach cleanups to get students engaged in the department and informed about local marine conservation issues. Throughout my years there, I developed a love for phytoplankton and finished off my degree with an independent project exploring diversity at Banfield Marine Sciences Centre, which strengthened my research skills and techniques. After my degree, I took on various fisheries conservation contracts in the BC commercial salmon, herring, and prawn fisheries. I dissected salmon heads in a lab, took samples of herring dockside, and lived aboard a sailboat for a summer, counting and sexing prawns aboard fishing boats off the coast of Vancouver Island. I collected raw biological data for various government conservation programs, interacted with tons of marine wildlife, and got to learn from and interact with people that have lived their whole lives on the ocean. I was fortunate to then get a permanent position as a fisheries biologist at the same company, where I was able to work more closely with these government programs, and it fed my passion for ocean conservation. When I found the MARRES program, I knew it was the perfect fit for me. The breadth of study and interdisciplinary approach is exactly what I was looking for in a master's program. The combination of in-class material, field trips, workshops, it all aligns perfectly with my own philosophies of learning. I'm particularly excited about the innovation portion. It's rare to find a program that fosters ideas outside of a strict research setting, and as someone who is interested in the amazing potential of plankton, the internships offered with the seaweed factory and microalgae production are very, very intriguing, and these topics are something I hope to explore in my career. During my work in the spot prawn fishery, I collected data for the Rockfish Conservation Area Strategy, developed by the Department of Fisheries and Oceans in 2001. The DFO clearly defined areas of ocean where commercial fishing is prohibited, specifically designed in areas that are disproportionately exploitative of rockfish species. The BC spot prawn fishery is an industry that puts stress on rockfish populations due to their fishing practices. When prawn traps are raised from the seabed, they will often take with them rockfish that have squirmed their way in for a snack. When they are rapidly brought to the surface, they experience a pressure decrease, which causes their closed swim bladders to inflate like a balloon. When the fish are discarded by fishermen, they are left buoyant on the surface of the water, unable to submerge or swim away. This significantly reduces their chances of survival. This effect impacted the rockfish population so drastically that it led to the rockfish conservation areas. My role was to identify the species and mass of rockfish that I observed to be caught as bycatch during the prawn fishery, helping to estimate the biomass of rockfish lost each season. These conservation areas are reviewed annually to negotiate and shift their boundaries to ensure the optimal conservation of rockfish while minimizing infringement upon the economic opportunities of fishermen and Indigenous people. There are annual meetings involving the government department and all stakeholders where the prior year's areas are reviewed and new boundaries are suggested to align with historically abundant fishing areas while maintaining a high level of protection for the intended species. The design of this program is unique. It encourages input from all who benefit from the fishery. It properly communicates the research, creates a feeling of transparency, and lessens the divide between the policymakers, the fishermen, and the Indigenous groups. It supports a co-management style. Over time, the project has resulted in the successful rebound of many rockfish species, and I believe this interdisciplinary approach is what can make more conservation strategies successful as well. Thank you for your time and consideration.